I cannot remember his name. But was it also Marco the Theorist who had this theory? Whoever had this theory, I almost want to take off my glasses to you, even though my words are not very that strong. I'm clapping my hands, not sarcastic, mind you, because those theorists guessed the entire truth all along. Yes, Momonosuke and Kinemon are not father and son. No, it turns out that Momo is indeed the son of the daimyo of the Kogotsu clan. Well, there were some foreshadowing hints, but me cannot see that. The only real foreshadowing hints I saw was that he wanted to be the daimyo. Wanted to be daimyo one day. And I highly doubt a commoner could have become a daimyo one day, so maybe, yeah. That was one of the hints of that. So maybe the theory that Kaido and one of his disasters have attacked Wano Kuri seems all the more likely now. Oh, by the way, we get a little despair glimpse in the beginning of this chapter. It turns out that Jack is back. And he is, well, maybe he's not as invincible as we thought he was. Why am I saying that? Well, that's because he, for some reason, actually is covered in bandages. Do you get that? We thought that Jack was impervious, but he is covered in bandages. Granted, he's not covered in bandages, unlike Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, but he is covered in bandages, which means that Jack is not immortal. But one wonders now if he's gonna attack So again. One more guess. Either way, Momonosuke reveals himself in front of the Nekomamushi and Inuarashi after it turns out that Kinemon knows the cat and dog too, which is somehow a plot hole. I mean, if I may, as much as everything has been foreshadowed, there are a lot of plot holes in this arc. One of all, when they were getting to this island, Kinemon and Kanjuro was discussing, wasn't it a human-hating one? Huh? Moreover, when they were greeting the Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, they were introducing themselves, and here they are acting like they are old friends. Isn't that some kind of plot hole? Well, it turns out that the real father of Momonosuke is apparently a lifelong friend to Inuarashi and Nekomamushi. Whatever quarrel they have, they set aside their differences for now, in order for their lord's sake. And they escort the Straw Hat Pirates along with the others to the top of the whale forest tree, where we also meet a poneglyph and Raisho the ninja. And I was just as surprised as the Straw Hats were. That's gotta be the ugliest, most weird ninja I have ever seen. He is short, but his face is gigantic. He has short feet, but he doesn't. Every single male just suddenly begins to get obsessed. Even Law, mind you, says, can use shadow clone jutsu. It's just too much. I gotta say, that was a real bringer of great humor. It turns out that Raishu actually says that none of these things are true, but he performs for the Straw Hats once they see disappointment. It's also pretty funny when Frankie says, it doesn't matter with pirates, all men are obsessed with ninjas. But Raishu seems to be not so popular with women. But he was tied to a poneglyph, a red poneglyph, mind you, which, according to Inuarashi, is different from the others. So can Robin read this? What makes this poneglyph so much different? The fact is also, here we see another thing. Apparently, Momonosuke wasn't feeling well as soon as he was on this island, or this elephant. Apparently, it's because he hears voices in his head. Do you all recall that Luffy could hear the voice of the Sea Kings? Moreover, that Gold Roger could. Could this be a hint that Momonosuke is actually have more promise than we think he has? I mean, he's a selfish, spoiled, perverted, and stupid brat, and I do not like him. But for some reason, the Momonosuke seems to have haki, Kenbonshu no haki, or a very strong sense of awareness that he can hear something. Is it possible he can hear Sunisha's voice? Maybe that's a key, because even Inuarashi and Nekomamushi says something that guy could also hear the voice. Is that guy the king of the pirates, perhaps? Well, it doesn't really matter. And now Kinemon and Kanjuro drops the Momonosuke just part and says he's now Lord Momonosuke. Although Kinemon still gets angry at Momonosuke every time he is in Nami's cleavage, who tries to extort money from him. Either way, that's basically this chapter. Had some funny moments. I actually did not like the fact that Momonosuke was a son of a daimyo. Not because I did not guess that myself, but only because I hate that brat. He is so disgusting and so annoying. I mean, he even fought with Luffy again. I mean, Luffy didn't show any respect. Hell, if I was there, I wouldn't show him respect either. He hasn't done a single thing yet that makes me wanna admit he's good. I mean, good. And what that makes me acknowledge him yet. I mean, he did not want Inuarashi and Nekomamushi to fight, which is, I think, one of the first signs of a little bit more rational thinking. But he treated all the other children with hostility when he was on that ship, because it was almost like a spoiled brat. But it was more like a pride of a ninja samurai. No, and moreover, he's afraid of flying for some reason, which very well could be connected to it. In fact, we saw a flashback, what's your name? So now we know why Don Flamingo was after Momonosuke, because Momonosuke is the son of the daimyo, which also could very well hint towards the theory that Kaido is indeed attacking Wano Kuri as we speak, or some of his disasters is at least. With Jack now surviving and reviving, we can only guess where he is heading. But, yeah, Momonosuke better redeem himself in this arc. Show something that's not just so prideful and spoiled and whatever. Moreover, that poneglyph, please tell me Robin can read it. I really want to know what that says. Apparently, it says something stranger. So this is basically this chapter. Again, I cannot remember what that YouTuber's name is, but he had long texts that were detailing information about Momonosuke being the daimyo's son. It was not Marco the Theorist, but I know it was someone similar. But I think Marco the Theorist also had a theory like this. Whoever that one was, I want to know his channel again. But other than that, give me your thoughts if you have any.